Attack, 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 attack. 5 basic methods of attack. We have single direct attack. We have attack by combination. We have attack by drawing. We have hand immobilization attack, and one of my favorites, number 5, progressive indirect attacking. Bruce Lee created these categories in his Tao Jeet Kune Do. It's a good book. You should read it. We're not Bruce Lee fanboys here, but he did write a bunch of really good stuff. And whatever you want to say about the man as a martial artist, as a martial theorist, he's one of the best. And there's a lot of confusion out there on the net right now, and there seems to be a lot of confusion in general about the differences between attacking by combination and progressive indirect attacks. So that's what we're going to look at in today's video. And if you like this kind of content and you like the channel, please do us the favor, like and subscribe. You know the drill. And let's get to it. So let's take a look at the differences between attacking by combination and progressive indirect attacks. They blend and they get kind of fuzzy. Important thing to remember, though, is this is not a way to develop specific methods of attacking someone. This is purely about categorizing attacks and ways we bring this to our opponent so that we can analyze it. An example I like to give is like Oakshot's sword typology. It's not going to help you a darn bit with sword fighting, but it's going to help you talk about sword fighting. And that's what the methods of attack are. So we're going to start off with attack by combination. And that's the simplest. Here, hold this for a second. We see attack by combination most frequently in sports like boxing, where we have the classic 1-2. This is a simple combination. We can even take it a little bit more complicated, 1-2, and then a hook. These are all options. But the thing to understand about attack by combination is that it is a orchestrated link of techniques in a chain to bring about a certain effect. And it doesn't necessarily change while you're fighting. There's not a lot of room for adjustment. To go back to some of what Bruce Lee said, it's a little bit of a Chinese menu technique. You'll find that most successful mid-level fighters tend to rely on a large palette of combinations. And they bring those to their opponent, and they might find great success in it because of natural athletic ability, training, and all of that. But it's still very static and it's not really alive. When we go into progressive indirect attacking, what we're really looking at is the idea that we're going to take our opponent and put them in a position where they cannot defend. It is not it is not how we get there that is the big deal. It is that idea. We are forcing our opponent to react. And this is why in some of the other videos I've talked about, feinting becomes a problem. Go ahead and get on guard. All right. So here we are and we're fighting. If I feint and he reacts, we're in a great position. I can move forward with my plan. If, however, he doesn't react when I feint, what have I done? I haven't accomplished anything. All I've done is wasted energy. So what we want to do is we want to attack to force him to react. So when we throw this, he has to block. Because if he doesn't block, he's going to get hit. Unlike with a feint, if I feint and he doesn't block, he doesn't get hit. So normally, let's look at this from a combination perspective. A real common combination in Filipino martial arts, stick fighting, any kind of lever type weapon is we're going to go very much like the classic 1-2 in boxing. We're going to feed here, and then we're going to turn, and we're going to feed here. But see, the problem with this is it's easy for him to block. He can easily go from here to here and check and stop what we're trying to do. So how do we stop that from happening? And this is really the key to progressive indirect attacking. What we want to do is take him into positions where our next target is going to be open that he can't defend from. So now that I've got his stick in this position up and down, if I attack to here or here, there's no way for him to get his weapon up and block this. He might get into it, but this cut is going to be much faster than he can bring his stick up to parry. So you take that even deeper and you start applying footwork to this whole methodology, and you swing here, 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 here. We are taking him into positions where he cannot defend. That's the key to progressive indirect attacking. Whereas with something like an attack by combination, the idea is simply to string a series of attacks together. Now again, this isn't really going to make you a better fighter by understanding this. So don't think too heavily on it, but look at it from the perspective of it giving you a language to categorize what you're doing. Take care.